All right, good evening, everybody. It's so nice to have you all again in class today. This is week 7, and it has been an interesting ride. We've covered about 6 topics, right? And that's been since we've been running since like June, right? And we've covered a lot of interesting and amazing topics as regards your digital skills and and equipment, right? Tools, strategies, and avenues for sales, optimizations, and stuff like that. Last week we talked about LinkedIn optimization and job hunt. We had Coach Emmanuel, who explained a few things and was able to show us a few things, right? So if you've missed any of the class in the past few days, that's why we have a backup on YouTube. You can always go on YouTube and search. I will share the link. Go to YouTube. You'll find the class recording of all the previous classes on YouTube. And I want to beg us, please, when you go to YouTube, kindly like the videos, share them, subscribe, and invite more people, right? We are pleading so that this helps us to also reach more people, right? So kindly share on your WhatsApp status. The flyer is also on the group now for today's class. If you don't mind, you could share the flyer with the link that says class has started and share it as well on your status to help us have more people tune into the class. Yeah, tonight I'm so excited to have with us one of an amazing speaker and a coach I've known for quite a number of time now, and it has been awesome knowing her. Right, she's very insightful, wise, and she's resourceful. Yes, we can't deny that fact about Coach EJ, right? So tonight we'll be talking on AI tools for productivity. I have seen Coach EJ, very busy lady, right? But she knows how to optimize schedules and things, right? And with AI tools. So I thought like who else would be a good fit to come teach this thing. And I know that she's like the most preferred because she's good at it, right? So I'm so happy to have Coach EJ with us tonight on the call and on the class rather, and she'll be teaching us on AI tools and AI tools for productivity. So she'll be joining us right away in today's class. So okay, you're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, so I can see. Hello, everyone. A joyful evening to us all. How are you doing today? Mr. Peter, Mr. AY. How's work? You can unmute your mics. Who's talking? Yeah, Mr. Jai, please, you can speak. Yeah. So, Mr. Jai, you have the floor. Or I could just call you AY. Okay, so I'm listening. You raised your hand to. Okay, so you all want to see my face. Okay, so how many BTC are you giving me? Okay, Yes. Joyful evening, everyone. And it's so good to have you in class, right? So today, what are we talking about today? I must say that this class has to be very engaging. If you are not responding, we're not going to move from here. And, we don't have the time. So what's the topic of discussion this evening? AY? Or why did you decide to join class today?
It's not about me having to join class today. I've
Okay.
come for the class, so I think I've been coming for this. This is my second class I'm attending because I've been busy lately with some personal stuff. So yeah, I'm not
I can't hear you clearly.
think that will be from this place.
Okay, so from what I could grab, she said that you have joined class because you signed up for this. I really commend your consistency, right? So this is class 2. I think there are about 5 more classes. Let's see how much of this you can pull through. So once again, welcome everyone. I can see, I can see Peter. I can see Blessing. I can see Samuel, Solomon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right. So today we're yet to talk about AI tools for productivity, or just call it AI for productivity, right? Because when we talk about AI is not just about the tools, right? We have many components of the AI workflow, right? So I'll be asking a lot of questions. Now I really appreciate that we respond. Are we going to respond? Like, are you giving me your word that you would respond?
Sure, I'm here.
You try your best.
For response.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
As many people that can talk, when it's time to respond, please, let's give in our input. So let me ask this question. I would like us to engage the chat, right? Because I'll be asking you a number of questions, like I mentioned. If you're on how many of us are on the WhatsApp group for the profitable plays? How many of us are on the WhatsApp group? Okay, let me see the responses I have here. We're on the WhatsApp group. Can we could just leave a comment. Yes, I'm on the WhatsApp group. No, I'm not. We have a long way to go. Okay. Hey, why are you on the WhatsApp group? Peter, are you on the WhatsApp group? Okay, looks like you all had a plan. Nevertheless, that would not stop us tonight, right? But really, I would appreciate that we start giving our comments. Yes. So I'm waiting. The reason why I'm asking is because we put up a poll on the WhatsApp group, right? And the poll really segregated the people on the group into freelancers, not into freelancers, into designers or creatives, into business owners, into sales specialists, right? So I want us to indicate which category that you belong to. Okay, now I'm adding to the list. So if you are a designer, a creative, a content creator, if you are a freelancer, of course, if you are a salesperson or you sell something, like you sell a product for a brand or you work in an agency, can you indicate in the comments below? Because when we talk about productivity is tailored, right? It's not generic. So for us to make the best of today's class, right? As I'm asking us to indicate. So let me just give a brief intro about myself. Right. I'm EJ, right? I'm a sixth year student doctor. I'll be graduating soon. Like a real doctor that you find in the hospital. Yes. So aside being in the hospital, I sell. And it's one of my strong points. I can sell to anybody. I sell to anybody. And not just that. Over time, selling, I realized that the traditional methods of selling is limited. So I decided to employ AI, right? So and I've channeled that to AI avatars, AI content, right? AI generated content, videos, reels, carousels, right? Also, I've also worked part-time as a social media manager at some point. So I've really employed AI in the aspect of prompt engineering, right? And these are some of the things we'll be talking about tonight. Because the way some people use AI, they use AI as if it's a chatbot. But I tell you, you can make your AI come alive, right? So I'm still waiting for our responses. Is it that we don't want to leave a comment or we want it to be just me talking? Blessing, I'd like to hear from you. Good evening. I know it must have been a long day.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear Peter talk. Yes, so Peter, please have the floor. I can hear you.
So I dropped message on the comments section here, but there's this something that's popping up that I'm not allowed to drop a message.
Oh.
So I don't know if there's a restriction. Something is restricting me.
Okay, maybe that will be addressed, please. That will be attended to. I'm so sorry about that. That will be attended to shortly. So I'm listening. Okay, okay, so just speak. Tell me, which of these categories do you belong to?
I also dropped in the message that in the comment section that I'm not in the WhatsApp group. So
oh, you're not in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so we'll drop the link for you to join the WhatsApp group ASAP. So now thank you for answering that. So tell me, which of these categories do you belong to? Are you a freelancer? Are you a
I am a freelancer. I work in the creative industry as an editor and cinematographer.
You a what?
I'm a freelancer. I work in the creative industry as an editor, that is video editor and a cinematographer.
Great. I love that. So what would you describe as productivity currently for you now? You say you're a video editor. So like, how many videos do you make in a week?
It depends on what I have. So it depends on the length I'm producing. I mean, on the length of video I am to deliver.
Averagely.
So the time frame averagely, in most time it depends on the time, because if you're talking about time, that's when you'll be able to talk about the average you are bringing out and all the stuff you need to put in together in order to get the video out.
Okay.
So at times in a whole day, maybe one video, at times 5, depending on the time and the whole stuff that is coming into the video.
Thank you for that. I'll get back to that. So just simply, productivity is beyond the business, right? It's how that we can produce better results with fewer resources. So how that you can transit from making just 1 or 5 videos in a day, if I heard you correctly, to making like 10 or 12. I mean, imagine that you can make all of your videos for the week in a single day, right? It affords you time to do many other things. It affords you time to do research, into your competitors and all of that, right? So thank you for that response. Who's going next? Who's going next? I noticed that Blessing had a mic on mute as well. So Blessing, do you want to tell us what work is like for you on a normal day, so that we look into what productivity can look like? It looks like Blessing is busy. AY, I know you wanted to talk the other time. So we already have a freelancer on the call, and he's a video editor, good one. So AY, I'm listening to you. What's workflow like for you, and can you tell us what your output looks like in a week averagely?
So, for instance, now for the past 3 weeks now, like 1 to 3 weeks, I never get to lay my hand on any production. But let me say a month ago, I had about two jobs I was working. So one was a ceremony in a church, like end of the year harvest for the children in the
Okay.
church. So I worked on that. I worked on that for about 2 weeks. Then there's this other one I also worked on, and I think I can't remember. But that one particularly, so I think I was able to talk about that because it actually stressed me a lot, because I had a whole lot of issue with the camera guys that worked, and they were shooting outside. They shoot outdoor shoots and indoor shoot. So there were issues with lights and audio. When all those things come down to post production, there's a whole lot of stress. So it gives you a lot of stress back and forth. When you send the job to the client, or should I say the middle guy that have the job before coming down to you, the guy will be like, please, can you make this better? Can you make that better? The color is not that looking fine. This and that. So based on that, I actually spent 3 weeks on it, not even 2 weeks, because it's 2 weeks and so it took me much more to work on it because of the lightning, the bad audio, and the shaky shots and all of that.
Oh, that must have been so hectic for you. So that means that if you had your way, you would have wanted to do much more. You would have wanted to achieve better results within a lesser period of time, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So we're going to come back to that too. We'll come back to that. Now, I want us to know that now other people have refused to talk, right? Okay, so it's fine. It's okay. Like I mentioned, we already have a freelancer. And if you're a freelancer, depending on the kind of, if you're a freelancer, that's one option. For the agencies, maybe is there anybody here that runs an agency? Maybe you run a creative agency, a design agency, a marketing agency. Is anybody like that on the call? Is anybody like that? Uto Michael, you're welcome. Samuel Olayinka, you're welcome too. I would really like us to unmute our mics and talk, because we need to delve deep into the meat of this matter. But it needs to be something relatable with every one of us. Solomon wants to speak. Okay. Yes, Solomon, you can speak. Solomon, we're listening to you.
Yeah, I'm also a freelancer too, and I'm a student too.
Good. You're a student and a freelancer. It's nice to have you on the call. Have you in class, Solomon. So what aspect of freelancing do you do? Are you a writer or a designer as well?
Little bit of design. I do more of social media management.
Oh, great. Social media management. Good. Okay, that's fine. So in a week, how many hours do you spend on social media? Like at work, how many hours do you spend? Like, it's August now, and I know you probably have your social media calendar ready for the firm you are working with, right? So you have the social media calendar ready. You have the by now you should even have the carousel for August ready. At least for the first week in August. That's true, right?
Not really true. Let me be
Hmm.
sincere, not really true. Because anytime I'm in school like this, things don't always go smoothly because in Ekiti here,
Hmm.
there's lack of electricity. So getting where to charge your gadget is like a tug of war. So
Okay.
anytime I'm
Okay.
opportune to be able to charge like this, I try as much as possible to do a lot of design as much as possible.
Good.
Or
Good.
sincerely, since I've gotten to school, I've lost a lot of clients. So I
Oh,
can't really say
sorry about that.
I can't really say
Okay,
I'm
so
really
now,
that productive for at least. But I'm still working with a
okay,
firm actually.
you're still working with a firm. So with that firm, you do social media management. And I want to say something after this. So with that firm, you do social media management. You are the ones that create the designs here. You create the designs,
Yes, yes,
or you create the designs. Are you also the one that you make the posts to yourself?
yes, yes.
Okay, good. Do you know that you can automate that process from your
Yeah,
calendars, creating the designs to sending out your post? You know that all of that can be automated here.
yeah,
Good one. Good one. Good one. So I'll take one more question. So lastly, before I take the next person, I'm expecting that we have somebody who sell on this call. Like what all of those WhatsApp people that sell. Uh anyways, pending the time they join us, I wanted to say that you see the profitable place is not just a place where you can pick classes. The profitable place is also it's a hub for the right connections. So like the way Solomon mentioned that is into social media management, and then there's AY on the call, there is a Peter on the call. Whenever you need a good social media manager, you could just beckon on Solomon, right? So really, it's not just it's this is a high class network, right? And we make the right use of it. Do we get it? Because it is the connections that we make that take us to the next levels we desire. I tell you. So before we round up, we already have a freelancer and somebody that works in a firm or an agency technically. We need somebody who sells, like a business strategist or a salesperson. Is there anybody like that on the call? Or somebody who sells the products? Like, is there anybody like that on the call? Somebody who sells the products or somebody that has a physical store? I'm sorry, it looks like we're taking time, but we need to do this to deliver personalized solutions. And while we expect a sales specialist to join the call, let's start with the freelancers. So if you would agree with me, freelancers work in an environment whereby output is a big deal, right? Like Peter mentioned, as a video editor, your maybe team lead is always on your neck that okay, we need this video probably according to the calendar, we need to do this, we need to get this done. They could even prompt you for an emergency video that you're not prepared for. I don't know if it has ever experienced that before. And like Solomon mentioned, or was it AY? Somebody mentioned how that you had to a project was slated for 2 weeks and it lasted 3 weeks. So it means that time is a very important commodity for freelancers, right? So whatever work you're doing is not just about delivering. It is that you're delivering on time. You're delivering on time, and then you're also bringing your best to the table, right? So, as we continue the class, I would take us through a workflow. I prepared a slide coming. Yes. Can we still see my face? Hello, everybody. Can we still see my face? Like, can you hear me
yes. I
clearly?
can.
Am I audible?
I see your face now.
I can see
You guys,
Tanga clearly.
I can hear you.
oh, great, great, great. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So once again, I'm welcoming you to today's class on mastering AI tools. So whether you are a creator or a freelancer that works on your own, or you are working in an agency, or you run a brand? Okay, so now let's start with freelancers, like we mentioned, especially people who are creative designers. Have you ever wanted to do a design and then you feel like you don't even know what to do? How many people have ever experienced something like that before? How many of you have ever wanted to do a design? Did you hear my question?
Me, for instance, I think it's not like I really have a thing for design, but because in most cases, before you design, then you take to edit and all, it's all stressful, and you'll be having this
Okay.
kind of logging in your head, because after which you design something, then you are still editing it. So the creativity process at times do get to bring down creativity, in the sense that
It gets
you have
clogged
too
up.
much to think. Yes, you get clogged up. You have too much in your head to think. So in most cases, I prefer, I should be probably close to the person working on the design, so I already have in-depth or on how something will look. Then the moment it get down to me, it will be, like easy peasy, like I'll just get it done within a snap of finger. So, so that's the more reason I don't really like. I actually did lose a job because I'm not much more of, the creating aspect of, the design, because I don't do it. So they were like, they actually need somebody that can do this, then still take it down to the edit aspect. So I don't really
It was a
explore.
it was a graphic design, right?
Yes, graphic designing.
Okay,
You need to
good.
design on probably yes,
You need to design on what?
on Photoshop or CorelDRAW before taking to After Effects to animate. Then after animating, take to Premiere or maybe DaVinci. Then edit, do some. So those process, but of which I'm trying to, force myself and let me see how
You're
this
trying
is
to work
going to
around
do
it,
it.
right?
Yes, I'm trying to work around it.
Okay, so now thank you for sharing that. So that means there's really a problem we need to solve, because on this call, I've heard that a number of people have lost some jobs because they could not catch up with the demands, right? And let me mention that AI is not yet to overtake you. AI is not yet to steal your artistic spark. AI is yet to supercharge your work. AI is yet to give your work a super effect. Do you get it? Right. So let me give an example. I asked a question that, okay, now this is the question. The question is, I've had to work with some set of people that they chunk out new designs almost on a daily basis. The designer might not even be aware. So let's say it's an agency setting. Designer is not aware, but the marketing strategist, based on the instruction he gets from above, just he creates this content workflow, and then he sends it to you, and you're like, how do you expect me to even come up with this in a matter of hours? How? It's possible with AI. And when we say, this class is about mastering AI tools, it's not about chunking out fake AI pictures or fake AI content. As I am for a person, I canvas for excellence. How many of us have seen some AI videos online? Like, you can just tell that this is AI. Like, how many of us have seen those kind of videos before? Sometimes you don't even feel like seeing the videos because it feels annoying. Have you ever seen those kind of videos before?
Multiple of them.
Not good, especially if you go to Facebook, you find a lot of them there. Then, how many of us have seen some pictures? Like, how many of us know the way an average AI design looks? I know that the designers on the call can testify. Like, there's a way the segments appear on the graphic. a lot of grids and a lot of tables. I'm like, what is this? Like, just what on earth is this? So when you see bad designs like that, whether they are videos, whether they are text, you only point out that something was wrong with the prompt, right? We get it. Something was really, really wrong with the prompt. And there is something called the AI skill set. So when we talk about the AI skill set, the AI skill set ranges from prompt engineering to multimodal ideation, where you use tools like ChatGPT, you use Claude, you can use Gemini, right? You can use them to convert your thought process into design workflows. Do we get it? Part of the skill set of AI is content generation, whereby we have video and voice generation. We have video generation, we have image generation, we have AI avatars, right? Then we also have tools, AI tool stacks like Notion, Zapier, and all of that, right? We also have AI automation, where we have stuff like N8N, Make, right? These tools, are we familiar with these tools I'm mentioning? We'll still go deep into them, but are we familiar with them at all?
Yeah, but not all, Sha.
Not all.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
I wish this was Google Meet, so that as I'm mentioning them, you can be doing thumbs up on the ones you're familiar with, but it's fine. It's okay. Now, so back to the AI skill set I was mentioning. And it's also good to know that with all of these AI skill sets, there are different levels of proficiency or competence. Do we get it? There's also, now, we really don't have people who are into sales here, so I might not really I won't delve too much into it, right? I'll delve too much into it. So for our freelancers, now, I mentioned prompt engineering, right? Prompt engineering. So I'm sure we are familiar with Pinterest. How many of us are familiar with Pinterest?
I'm familiar with Princess, man.
That's Solomon, right? So Solomon is familiar with
Yes.
Pinterest. Any other person? Another person?
I know of it.
Okay.
Are you talking of prompt engineering?
Yeah, I'm talking about prompt engineering. We're currently on prompt engineering.
Okay.
Yes, so I was asking if you're familiar with Pinterest.
I'm familiar with that. I'm familiar with it.
Okay. Another person? Now,
I am also familiar with it.
good. So you know that there are different levels to prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is what really makes the difference with the output you see on AI, right? From the basic text prompts that we see, when some people go on AI, let's say Gemini, for example, so they can just say, I have a presentation, I want to make a 15-page slide. This is what I want to talk about, and then that's over. That is not how to work with AI. So when we're working with AI, there is something called the RACE framework, especially for prompt engineering. Have we ever had that before?
Please, can you repeat that? I did not hear that.
The RACE framework, RACE, RACE framework.
Yeah, I've
I've
come across
come
that.
across something like that.
Good. So, okay. Do you want to tell a bit on what you know? Like, what's the RACE framework? Okay, what's R for?
As sincerely, I skipped the video. I've heard of it, but
What?
I don't really know anything more.
Okay. Any other person on the call?
I'm not familiar with that.
Okay. All right. Now, that's fine. That's good. So when we talk about the RACE framework, R stands for role, the role you want your AI to take. Do we get it? So like for somebody who is a designer, right? You make designs. You're like, you are a creative designer. You can even be more specific. You are a creative. So let's say you go on. Let's pick a tool to use. Let's pick an AI agent to use. So somebody suggests an AI agent to use. I'm listening. Somebody suggests an AI. We have a lot of them. There's ChatGPT, there is Gemini, there is Claude, there is Perplexity. I have a lot of them. There is DeepSeek. So let's suggest one that we're using tonight or this evening.
For me,
I'm
probably
waiting.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. Okay. That's not bad. ChatGPT, right? Good. Yes. Okay. ChatGPT. I'm really gonna open one ChatGPT page now. ChatGPTpage.com, because it's a practical session, and I also want you to open it on your end. If you're not familiar with ChatGPT, you could open Gemini or whatever you're familiar with. We get it, because I'm doing a practical session. I'm doing a practical session. So good. Now, so like I mentioned, R is role. So who are we using for an example today? Who is willing to like allow themselves to be used? Like, we say use me, Lord. Who wants us to use them as a sample tonight? And if it were to be me, I would quickly talk, because I want to really get the grasp of this. Okay, I'm waiting for our responses. Nobody's talking.
Please, I want to be clear of what you mean by sample.
Okay, what I mean is, probably you are a designer. So we're going to use AI tools this evening to make a design. Like, we want to walk through AI for productivity, but it can't be generic. It has to be something practical. Do we get?
Okay.
So that's what I'm suggesting, that who wants us to use maybe their skill set or their brand or something. Like, just volunteer yourself, basically.
Okay. Let's use me.
Who is that?
AY.
AY. Okay, good. So AY, if I remember, AY is a video editor, yeah? No.
Yeah.
I think I mixed that up. Am I right?
Yes. You are correct.
Good. So now we talked about the role. So I hope we're still all following, right? Now we talked about the role has to do with assigning a profession or a specific person to your AI. So you're saying something like act as a strategy. Well, it depends. The words you use really matter. So you can say something like act as a creative video editor, right? Are we all clear on that? Who has about 10 years of experience building top-notch and excellent videos. And I know that in the world of videos, we have a lot of videos. We have, I used to work with a video editor back then. I'm not sure we have 3D videos. We have white paper videos or whiteboard. I can't really remember. But like, tell us the video you want us to work on this evening. Tell us.
Okay. So I would like us to work on a video that is actually talking about the product, like trying to
Okay, so name the product. What products are you? Is it a software or a physical product?
No, it's a physical product.
It's a physical product. Okay, so now let's use these glasses as an example, right?
Yes.
To make it more easier. So we want to make a video. So are we making a UGC or are we making an animation video or we are making a 3D? What kind of video are we making?
should just make a normal video, not like normal video, not animation or 3D or CGI.
Now, that's where the questions come in with prompt engineering. Okay, so we'll still, okay, so now we have, you are an expert, let's say UGC, you're an expert UGC video editor with 10 years of experience building top-notch videos. That's role. So you assign the role to your AI. That is different from somebody who just says, I want to make a video. Then when the AI makes the video, you're like, this is not what I want, blah, 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 and all of that. So you already assigned the role. 2, A stands for action. So what do you want it to do? What should it do? And you're being very specific, right? So you either come up with a script or you tell your AI to create a script for you. Let's say the script is about selling, right? Do we get? So let's say the script is about selling this video. So let's say before you started this particular prompt, you could just tell your AI that, okay, act as a script writer, act as an expert script writer. I want you to sell a particular photochromic glasses to tech professionals, right? Based on their pain points, based on their desires, based on their motivation, generate a 50-second script to sell these glasses. Can you even see the way I curated the script? I created the prompt for the script to sell it. Did we all get the workflow? Like, did we get the script making process? Did we get that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Now, good. So you already got that. Now so like, of course, AI will generate a script for you, and you must also check through the language it's using, if it's corresponding to tech professionals or Gen Zs and all of that. Like, we don't have the time. Like, normally we're supposed to make a practical of this, but I really hope that we can follow through. If you can follow through, just indicate that I'm lost, because there's no point if we lose anybody on the way, right? So remember that the original thing is that we want to create a UGC content, right? So we already assigned a role. You are an expert video editor, blah, 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 with 10 years of experience and all of that. So the action, what is the action? Create, using these scripts, you already got the script. Using these scripts, create a video, right, that is targeted towards selling, like that is targeted towards sales and marketing and sales. Do you get? So, and one thing you want to ensure, if your video needs a person, like if your video needs a talking person like this, you either already uploaded a picture of the person so that your AI can work with that, right? Do we get it?
Yeah.
That's because, of course, you're making UGC. Let's say you're using 3D animation now. You can also put 2D pictures and your AI can make it into a 3D. I still saw that this afternoon. I'll try and get the prompt before I leave so that it becomes something relatable, right? Now, you can also give context where you talk about your target audience. Like if you notice, I was talking about tech professionals, Gen Zs. I was adding the target audience so that it does not just give me a script that is unrelatable. Do we get? Now, then you give. So we already, R is what? R is
Good.
what? Good.
Role.
A is
Role.
what?
A is action.
Action.
Then C is what? C is context. I did not mention that. C is context.
Yeah.
C is what? Context. Then E is execute or expectations, where you okay. So E is execute or expectations. And what do you do there? You give strict boundaries, right? With strict boundaries, you're saying something like the video should just be 50 seconds. The video should have the script should be professional, should be street friendly. Do you get? You're giving the exact boundaries you want. Do you get? You can say something like, I don't want there's a way I use it. I don't want it to sound like AI. I don't want it to look like AI. You are giving the boundaries of what you want. Do we get? Like, did we get that? So you're confining the design or your output within the result you want to generate. Do we get that? So like AY, did you get the work? Did you get that work process? Did it work for you? Like
Yes,
was it something you could relate with? So
yes,
that's like the basics of text of prompt engineering, right? But beyond prompt engineering, there's also something called, so prompt engineering is just level one. Level one. There's also something called prompt training, right? And with prompt training, instead of a single prompt, you are giving it a stepwise set of prompts. So now is there anybody who is a LinkedIn expert here? Or is there somebody who is familiar with LinkedIn here? I know we had a class on LinkedIn last week. AY, did you practice what you were taught?
Oh yeah, sure.
Did you go
I
back
actually
to
did my
Wait, amazing.
yes. I work
So
on
did you
it.
create
Yeah, I work.
okay?
I work on the
What did you
part
work on?
where
Did you make a carousel or what did you do?
what I actually did was I did uploaded two of my content. One yesterday morning around past 7.
I can hear
I
you.
uploaded
No,
another
you can
one.
hear me clearly.
I up,
I need to hear you clearly too.
I upload one, like the part where you talked about timing when you get to upload
Okay.
your content as a LinkedIn user in order to engage more people. When he was talking about the time when UK people get to work, when other people get to this and that. So I point out the part where he said if you are to upload in his own understanding and it has been working for him, I mean the person that came in for the lecture last week was around like
Okay, that's
around
fine.
7 to 8 or
I,
there.
okay.
I did just
Well
actually
done.
um
I
so
like that you implemented
the
what you
one I
learned.
uploaded yesterday the one I uploaded
Okay.
yesterday actually had impression. Yes, the impression was much. But the one I uploaded this
Great.
morning, or maybe because I didn't get to upload it, I think around 7 to be exact, because I uploaded second this morning. I uploaded around almost 8 o'clock or thereabout.
Okay.
So I think that's the reason
Okay.
the impression is not that much like that of yesterday.
All right. Thank you, AY. What did you upload? Was it a carousel or a picture that you uploaded? Or what did you upload?
The video, one of
A
the video
video.
I worked on, couple of
Okay, video you worked
video,
on.
so I just
Good. Good. Now, let's say that your video, I don't know the kind of video you created, but let's say that it was a video that, okay, it's fine, that's fine. Still in the process of making this more relatable. I remember that we have a social media manager on the call, yeah? I have a social media manager on the call. That's Solomon, if I'm right.
Yes, ma'am.
Ejidare Olafi, call me. You're welcome. So yes, Solomon, you said that you are a social media manager, and I know that Instagram is one of your biggest hits for social media management, right? Now, we already discussed prompt engineering. Going further is what we call prompt training. We have what we call prompt training. So instead, it was a single prompt we generated the other time for AY for his video. Now this time around for Solomon, let's say AY created a video for Solomon, and then Solomon wants to post it on Instagram. You know that on Instagram you can post the video straight up, but you can still want to make do with some texts. Like you want to work with some hooks. Am I right, Solomon? You want to work with some hooks to attract people on Instagram, right?
Caption.
True. So now, instead of just giving a single prompt, you can do something called prompt training. So with that prompt training, and I think this would help a lot with social media management, and not just for Solomon on the call. Anybody that has a brand and you don't have the money to employ a social media manager yet, you really can. This thing can be done by yourself. Although, yeah, it can be done by yourself. And with AI, you can minimize the time that you spend on it. So you could have something like, so you want to create a post on Instagram. So you tell your AI that act as a creative brand strategist or act as a creative social media manager. Generate 5 eye converting hook ideas for a IG carousel about what? About what? Tell me about what, Solomon? What carousel? What are we creating a carousel on?
About the pet transportation company.
About the what?
Transportation company.
About the transportation company. Let's say logistic company. Okay, so now, so the AI will generate the answers for you. It could be something like, let's say the logistic or the transportation company is just launched in a new city like Ogbomoso, where I am. So the AI would, and then they want to launch a marketing campaign to, get people on board and all of that, yada yada. So you already told your AI to do the first thing. The next thing, you will give another prompt. We said it should give 5 eye converting hook ideas for your IG carousel. The next will be to say, take hook number 3 or hook 3. Do we get? Take hook 3, write the body copy. Like, you're just being specific. That is what I will send some samples to the Telegram group later in the night of the kind of prompts we can use, right? So, not to take our time too much. Then from there, you could say that, and even if you have another thing you could do is you could do a market research. If you know that there are some competitors that you have on Instagram that have a lot of likes, a lot of engagements, you could copy their link, put it on your AI, tell your AI to review it for you. If your AI reviews it for you, you could review this competitors page, IG page, review it, tell me their strengths, their weaknesses. We know what SWOT is, their strength, their weaknesses, the opportunities, the threats, and then you can implement it. So AI really has 1001 functions if you can know how to explore it. Like, AI can do literally anything for you, right? And if you know how to do it well, you are good. So at the end of the day, when you are done, the third, for this current one we are working on, the third step would be review the carousel copy, edit it for students in LAUTECH, edit it for students in UI, edit it from students in Foyer. Do you get? You're being specific. Do we get? Then ensure that every headline is under 15 words. Remove marketing jargons. Now, if you notice that we already applied race, we said that act as a strategic social media manager. 2, we said that act as a creative and strategic social media manager. Generate 5 eye converting hook ideas for an IG carousel. Then the next step, we mentioned that take this hook and then expand on the concepts. You could give more details. It's your field and you know what you want to do. Then the next, after you get the result for that or the output for that, then you can go for that to say that review this copy, edit it for tech professionals in Ogbomoso, in Bodija. You can be very, very specific. Then remove marketing jargons. And at the end of the day, you have your carousel ready. The AI will not only give you the script, but it would even create the carousel for you. Do we get the gist of that? So really, AI improves our competency if we know how to master it, in ways you cannot even imagine. And then one thing I've noticed, or one thing that improves our competence in whatever field we are, is something called social listening, whereby you go on the street of social media with respect to the social media that applies to your target audience, right? If somebody is working with with all of this, I don't want to mention BTC in particular, but all of these Web3 companies, that Twitter or X is your go-to for listening. Do you get? You want to check how your competitors are doing it. You want to check what is their strength, their weakness, their opportunities, and the threats you can latch on. Do you get? So that was I mentioned Pinterest the other time. And before I leave here, I know somebody also mentioned having to chunk in many designs because you work in a firm. Something else you could do is go to Pinterest. Like, just keep searching, refine your taste over time. Then the moment you see a design that you like or that piques your interest, you can save it, take it to AI. So you can say that act as a creative UI UX designer or act as a creative graphics designer. Extract the workflow of this design. I want to replicate a design like this. Then you say you add your own details. You add your logo, you add your brand guidelines. Do we get it?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to implement this for whatever you will, please? I know you're with me. I really want us to implement this. In fact, I think that what we will do is I'm not necessarily going to be the speaker for next week, but we'll get to that point very soon. Whereby we would really have a task to work on. Do we get? We have a task. So this the competence we currently just discussed is what we call prompt engineering. I really hope that we grasp one or two from it. Did we?
100%, man.
So, and now if you notice, with this prompt engineering, you are not just using AI as a tool. AI even becomes your strategic partner, right? Whereby you can convert your thought into insights and high performance outputs, right? So the next competence we'll be talking about, just a minute. Next competence we'll be talking about, and if you notice, like, this saves time. It really does save time. See, I tell you, there's so much you can do with AI. Like I mentioned that I'm in my 6th year as a student doctor. So we're doing our graduation stuff. And there's this design I'm in charge of fundraising. We're raising a lot of money. Our event is starting next week. So you people can, I'm not doing funding. I was just in a lighter note. So, but the point I wanted to make is that I needed a flyer for fundraising. But there was already a flyer that was created for the academic thing. Then I needed a flyer for fundraising particularly that we could send to our high prospects. I hope you hear what I'm saying. I hope I'm relatable. I hope I'm not sounding like Chinese. Can we all understand what I'm saying? Like, we're following me, yeah?
Yeah,
okay. Good one. So I needed a design basically. When I told the design team lead, he said he's the only one doing the designs. And he's also a student like I am. So I was like, okay, what do I do? So the original design, I tweaked it into something else. And you will be amazed. I need to export the pictures, but I would do that before we leave the call. You'll be amazed at what I did. I even added pictures to the new flyer. So there is so much that you can do with AI with little time. So if you really know how to master AI, if you know how to master prompt engineering, see, you would be able to free up a lot of time and you'll be able to build a lot of systems that can work, that would convert for you any day, anytime, right? Because our routine tasks kills our creative momentum. The way we have to do a design today, do another design tomorrow, or video editing, it's a lot of work, right? So by the time we work with prompt engineering and we automate it with tools like Zapier and Make, then it becomes quite easy for us. Okay, so the next competency we're talking about is how to make use of AI agents. But before we continue that, before we move to AI agents, we just finished talking about prompt engineering. And alongside us talking about prompt engineering, we also talked about AI content creation. But I will just say a couple of things more about AI content creation. How many of y'all here have ever used AI to create content? Like you generated content with AI? Maybe a picture or...
I've used it once. Just once.
Once.
But I didn't even use it. Yes, just once.
Who says he uses it every day?
I don't use it every day, but I use it a lot of time.
Use it a lot of time. Good. So now, see, before we use AI for AI creation, there is something. So the next competency I'm talking about is AI content creation, right? Good. Depending, Louis John, you're welcome. Oh, Louis John also wants to talk. Please talk. Louis John, you're welcome. We're listening to you. Hello. Okay, while we wait for Louis John to talk, like I just want to emphasize a couple of things. Alongside we talking about prompt engineering, we kind of talked about content creation as well. But let's be more specific, especially for videos, right? So AI content creation basically has to do with you doing a lot of research first, especially if you don't have something in mind to create. I doing a lot of research and a lot of ideation before. Let's say there's a video to make, let's say a 3D video to make on transportation, a transportation company, like we mentioned earlier, especially if it's your first time working with a transportation company. You first want to go online, maybe on a place like IG, on a place like Pinterest. You want to check for keywords. You want to brainstorm the different kind of videos you have seen. You want to pull insights even before you start. Then you also want to feed your AI your niche. Like you, of course, you already indicated that if you were to be me, I'll be like, hello, I'm signing up for. I joined an agency as a video editor, and I'll be working with a transportation agency. I could even go to the extent of going to the website of that agency, copying a lot of information so that my AI literally thinks A to Z about this agency, and it gives me tailored content. Do you get? So that's where you do a lot of research. So you're feeding your AI with your niche, your target audience. You're talking about your pain points. Do you get? See, I mentioned it. Your competitors' websites, their URL, you are putting it into your AI to generate a backlog of data for you, and now you can tweak it. Do we get? And like we mentioned, using race, you are giving role-based prompts, like acts as a creative 3D animator. That is specific, right? So, and we mentioned prompt chain. So you are not just typing everything, you are doing it in batches. Do we get? We're doing it in batches. Now, like I don't have the time, but I feel that this is something we all need to dive deep into after this class. Like, just pick one of these core, what's it called, core competence, and work on it. Of course, that's the assignment we're working on, right? So, yeah, I'm really looking at the time. I basically wanted to spend an hour, but it looks like time is fast spent now, right? And with your AI for AI content generation, you can synthesize your text, your image, and your audio seamlessly. And like I mentioned, listening is very important. Go to IG, you would find a lot of inspos. You can even get prompts. Go to Pinterest. If X is your base, go to X. Train your model based on your company brand voice. Do we get?
Yes, ma'am.
So, yes, like use personalized storytelling as a tool. And storytelling, because obviously your if you look at the scripts we talked about earlier, it's not just a rigid script. It's something that is relatable. I said make use of the pain points, make use of their motivation, make use of their desires. Do you get? So yeah, you're weaving into the core of your target audience, right? Now, have we heard of, still under AI content, we have what we call voice AI avatars? How many of us have heard of 11 labs before? 11 labs and Agen. There's a particular video I created with AI. Somebody mentioned.
I make it 11 labs, like often.
11 labs.
Generate audio.
Yes. Now, I think you should go a step forward to Agen, especially if you have to do videos. So what did I do for this video? Okay, I'm coming. Let me do this. Agen. I have to log in now. But I want to show you that video I made back then. I really hope I still have it. I want to quickly check through, because you need to see that video I made. No. You would not believe that it was from pictures I made that video. You can't believe it. Just a minute, please. So somebody mentioned that they use 11 lab. How do you, can you walk us through how you use 11 labs and how it has eased your work? Following.
So this is what I did. So basically, the very first time I actually did make use of that 11 lab was when I was working with these people. Have anybody heard of Pastor Nee? All this motivation speaker and all that does all this.
Pastor Nee, where's the location?
In Lagos.
Oh no, I'm
so
not.
While I was working with him, I met with one of his employees. So he introduced me to 11 lab. A friend of mine actually did introduce that same something to me, but I didn't get to make use of it. So this is how I work basically. So whenever I have the script I wanted to make use of, so in most cases I go to what's it called? There's this app I use. I've forgotten the name. I use it to create the script I want. Then I'll go to 11 lab to get the audio. Then I get to select the kind of the tone for the voice I want, how I want it to sound like. If I want it to be to sound like a serious something at times, so I will infuse the part where I want it to sound, kind of a sorrowful or mournful tone. I'll fuse it, the up and down tone, and also I will infuse it in order to just make it work fine, exactly the way I want it to do. Then after which I'm done with it, I export the audio.
Good. Now that means that if there is any other person here who is into video editing, 11 labs is something you should really try out, right? Louis John, could you tell me what you're into? Good evening. Louis John, I'm listening to you. Is Louis John on the call? Louis John has become John. That's interesting. Ejidari Oluwafikolami, do you want to talk? He's not ready to talk. Okay, any other person that wants to share their experience with 11 labs? No one yet. I'm just trying to get the video I mentioned. It's downloading currently. Okay. Pending the time, can we all go to Agen? Agen. Okay, Agen is spelled Heygen. Agen. Who is jumping on Agen already? I want us to have a quick practical session.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm trying to do that on my system.
Good. So you could just create a quick avatar.
Heygen.
Do the spelling again now.
Yes, Heygen.
Agent AI.
Yeah, Heygen.
Okay, it's loading.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay, yeah. I have the interface open here.
Okay, you have. So you could just really create an avatar. I'm trying to share my own video with you.
Yeah,
So something
I already created an avatar.
You already created an avatar.
You want me to create an avatar?
Oh yeah, because you need to create an avatar to. An avatar is okay. An avatar does not necessarily have to be an animation. It could just be a picture of you that you can always use for videos. Do you get? So the agent can actually animate the videos. You can animate the picture.
Okay.
The videos here are not the one I actually want. But I really hope that I could get that one. Just a minute. And I don't want this to delay us. While we find our way around agent, let's just about 1 more minute and then we move. I hope I can get this video done. Like this video ready. It was for a client actually. So he said he wanted videos, but it was never available to give a script. So what did we do? Or what did I do? I just got the videos, like created the scripts, and then got the pictures, animated the scripts. Then agent really animated the pictures for me. And I was not amazed because I was not too shocked because I know the extent of what AI can do. But really, it was intriguing for me. Yes, I found the video. So I'm gonna send the video now. I'm gonna send the video and I'm trying to download it. Download. Hello, Ma. Who's talking?
I'm not a man. I'm not a man. My name is Moses.
Okay, I can't hear you. You have to be closer to your mic, please.
Okay, Louis John.
Okay, yeah, Rio John. So Rio John, what do you do? And are you a freelancer? Are you a designer? You what?
No, I just want to. No, I'm just learning. I just want to start.
Oh, you're just learning. Great. It's good to have you on the call.
Yeah.
It's really good to have you on the call. I'm looking at. Okay. What did you say?
Okay. So I already know how to do some video editing, but I'm not really like that.
Rio John. Rio John, can you hear me? You know that you can hear me clearly. I also need to hear you clearly. Can you put your mic closer to your mouth?
Okay. So I said, I already know how to do video editing and stuff, but I'm not really good at it.
Okay. So I'm finding it difficult to hear you. Do you want to like you could please send a text? I really cannot hear you. Okay, so yes. I'm trying to share my screen now. I found the video, so I want to play it for us. Just a minute. Just a minute, please. Okay. I'll walk around that some minutes. I found the video. I'm trying to share my screen. Suddenly I forgot how to share my screen. But it's fine. It's okay. Before the end of the class, I will get the video shared. Okay, let me just drop the link on the Telegram group. Let me drop the link. That will take us. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so this is it. Are we all listening? I'm going to drop the link on the group. I quickly want us to quickly check. Are we all following? I'll drop the link on Telegram now, and then you quickly see the video, and then you give your comments. Is that fine? How many of us want to really see the video? Should I not stress?
We are interested. We are interested.
Okay. I'm dropping in now. Okay, so good. I can share my screen. Can we see my screen? Found it. Can we see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay. Just a minute.
No.
Not yet. Okay. Are you sure you cannot see my screen yet? Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't click on the button. Good. You cannot see the screen currently, yeah? Hello, can we all see my screen?
Can see it now.
Yeah, you can. Okay, so let me take it back. Like, this was just... Okay, so what did I do? I went to Agent. The picture of this one, I had about 5 of it. We had just the picture. Just the pictures. And so what did I do? I fed the pictures into Agent. I gave Agent the script. I was so specific. Videos work with time frames. So I was like 0.00 to 0.10. This is the script you're going to say. Like, do you get all of that? Now listen. So I want you to know that this video was not originally a video. It was first just pictures. Now see what we have.
I'm Dr. Barry. If you need a roadmap, as a veteran finding a seeker of actionable faith, follow this page. My books aren't just stories. They're scars turned into survival guides to transform your spirit. Let's find your light. Link in bio for my book, Sacred Whispers.
Okay, so good. Okay, I'll share my screen now. What do we think of the video? Like, give your honest reviews.
My network is a little bit stacky, so I actually didn't get a smooth playback. My network is a bit stacky, so I didn't get to see a smooth playback.
Okay, should we play it again? I'm not sure I can play it again. Can I? Let's see. Should we play it again?
Yes, ma. Play it again.
Okay. So let's start that again. Wait. Is it okay? Now I'm playing again because I want everybody to be on the page. Okay.
21 years in uniform possibly changed me, but the real happened in my mind. I'm Dr. If you need a roadmap, as a veteran finding a new identity or a seeker of actionable faith, follow this page. The books aren't just stories. They're scars turned into survival guides to transform your spirit.
Now my own network went off. Okay.
Link in bio for my book, Sacred Whisperings. Let's ride.
Good. We really captured that, right? Did we capture that? Okay. I need our responses. What do we think of the video? For the video editors in the house, what do we think? I'm waiting.
Okay. What I think is maybe because I'm actually making use of my phone to build. I'm not seeing I'm not aligned with my system, so I'm using my phone. But something is not that clear. But the voice is nice. I think the voice, the way it sounds, and the narration while the person is talking, or should I say, the AI is talking, is trying to make hand gesture. Yeah. So I think I like that part, that hand gesture part, trying to, make it look real. So just for you to know that, yeah, I'm real and stuff. I think that's just something I get to notice about it.
Okay. Now, so you commend the gesture part of it, right? And even this sync, like it sync, the voice syncs with the gestures and all of that, right? So
Yes.
the articulation of the voice, the sync, all of this is controllable. It depends on whatever you feed in. So garbage in what? Garbage out, right? Like we explained, the garbage out. So we'll be rounding up soon because we spend a lot of time because I want us to take our questions, right? Or we don't have questions.
Okay.
Do we have questions?
I really don't have.
Have we had questions so far?
I really don't have questions much. So what I was just going to ask you is, I think you said you were going to drop, I don't know, maybe guideline or something about the word race. That's RACE that we talked about in the AI skill sets range and all. So I think, in my own opinion, I don't know if there's a note that you have on your own, probably a little, I don't know, something that you can drop to and just get to, look through in order to work with while doing one or two things.
All right, that's fine. Okay, yeah, I will drop that tonight or tomorrow morning to really drop. So it will consist of prompts that we can work with. Right? So yeah, any other question? Question. So let's just give a quick overview tonight or this evening. So we really targeted freelancers because they were the ones who were responsive on the group. So the core competencies, I want us to let you know the core competencies we mentioned tonight. We have prompt engineering. Another prompt engineering, we talked about prompt engineering itself and prompt training, right? We talked about AI video and voice generation, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And then we also talked about, in short, we talked about AI content generation. Now, the interesting thing about this, okay, I talked slightly about AI automation. For AI automations, I was asking somebody who is a social media manager earlier. For AI automations, when you make your designs and you want to post, you don't have to be the ones posting all the time. You could automate your postings. You could use tools like Make. You could use tools like Zapier, right? So just that's another core competence, AI workflow automation. Do we get it? Another one that we're not going to talk about tonight is AI agents, whereby you can have an AI assistant even on your WhatsApp. This one basically works for people who are salespersons. And since we do not have anybody indicating, Ejidare Lafikolami is raising his hand. Since we don't have anybody really indicating, I wouldn't talk too much on that. And then Ejidare, please, you have the floor. Ejidare, Oluwafikola, you have the floor, please. Okay, looks like Ejidare is not, Oluwafikola is not talking yet. So, even as we round up, we need to transfer this knowledge that we have learned tonight. And how do we transfer it? How do we implement these AI tools we have learned tonight? We execute, basically. We execute. So I want us to commit to this goal for good evening, Sarah.
Can you hear me now?
You're welcome. I can hear you. You're welcome.
You were saying that you send a link on the agent AI, something like that. I did not really get that part. Network was bad.
Oh, it was bad. Yeah, I said I wanted to send a link, but I did not send it anymore because I shared my screen and we played the video, and everybody saw how that we could deploy AI for productivity, even for videos, even if you don't have a video first or even if you have a picture, you can always use your AI to generate a video. So that was what it was about.
Is it agent or agenic AI?
No, agent, Heygen, Heygen. Heygen.
Please spell it
Yeah,
again. The network is cracking. It's cracking.
Heygen. Heygen. Okay. Any other questions tonight? Any questions? Okay, so in the absence of any question, I really hope we've learned one or two things. I want you to remember. Okay, so let me ask, what have we learned? What have you learned today? What have you learned this evening? So who's going first? To the best students in my class. Like I said, best students. The people who have been talking, they are the ones that have made the class very interesting and not boring. So AY, tell me what you have learned, what extra you have added to yourself this evening.
I think I'll be talking about this agent because I'm familiar with a couple of few AI tools like Leonardo, Firefly, and Grace, but I've never get to work on this agent. One, and then secondly, the prompt training and I mean the AI skill sets that that you discussed and that you talked about. I think I'll be making use of something to the time then. By tomorrow when you get to send the something you said you were going to send, then I think it will actually help me a lot because I look forward to having the something by tomorrow so I can.
All right, that's fine. Thank you, AY. Thank you so much for that. What's going next? Ademola Peter, you want to say something?
Yes, ma. I want to say something.
Yeah, so what else have you gained as well?
Actually, I've not been able to speak for a while. That's because I was on the road, but I just got them of recent. But at the beginning, what I enjoyed the most was the part where you made it very interactive and one with networking, because I was hearing from different angles, different people pitching about themselves, their works, what they have done, their experience so far, and it was very, very exciting and very, very good for me. Then the second one that stood out for me was when you were speaking about what is this called? Prompt? Yes, because I once heard I used to use ChatGPT and some AI too, but I once heard about prompt engineering, but I don't know much about it. I just heard it in a particular discussion. So hearing it again tonight, I'm now hearing that there's even a second level. Because I think that's prompt chaining, if I'm correct. So it has given me awareness that anytime I'm communicating with an AI tool, I must be very detailed and specific. So that's those two for me very, very well. That's it. Thank you.
That's so commendable. Thank you for that, Ademola Peter. Okay, so Solomon, yeah, Solomon, I'm sure you also picked one or two things. Okay, Samuel Olayinka also wants to speak. Solomon. Okay, what do we do? Since we have not heard the voice of Samuel Olayinka since morning or since evening, let's hear Samuel Olayinka speak. Solomon, so prepare your thoughts, okay? Yes, Samuel Olayinka, you have the floor. Okay. Samuel Olayinka, you have the floor.
All right. Good evening, Ma.
Good
I
evening, sir.
thank you so much for the section. Though the place I was very loud, was very noisy, and I was in and out at some point. So, but I make sure that at least I get one or two things from the section, and I really appreciate you for making the class so practical and so good. And so, what stood out for me was when you were explaining how you can not just to send any prompt to AI, you can assign a role to the AI and give it your prompts. That makes the what you are particular about, what you want the AI to produce that specific thing that you want, not just the general thing you are frustrated with with the output. So that really stood out for me. And I don't know, maybe this acronym you're using, role, action, context, and execute. I think I jot that down. So those are things. I also this 11 labs agent. This is the first time I'm hearing about it, and I think I will look through some of them and make my research so I can use them more with my work. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome, Samuel Olayinka. Yeah, Solomon, it's your turn to talk.
Yeah,
Solomon, you
sorry,
have
I
the
was
floor.
muted.
Oh, but you're not muted.
I'm able to learn a lot actually, right from the prompt engineering, how to be able to prompt AI to be able to generate more specific, more probably quality kind of response. And I also
Okay.
learned about the new AI, the one you talked about, the AI gen,
Okay.
where we're able to create an avatar and probably convert the avatar from image to video. And also, I also learned about being able to automate your work using AI, and which will actually make my work more even easier as a social media manager.
Okay, that's very brilliant. Yes, Olafikolami, Uto Michael, you have the floor. I'm trying to get us the picture I mentioned that I generated. Okay, so while any other person is speaking,
Yeah,
let me quickly get that picture. Uto
yeah. As for
Michael,
me,
you have the floor, please.
okay, yeah. As for me, what I learned a lot of things. I learned using aging and 11 labs to create videos, and also learning prompt engineering using the acronym of the race acronym. And also, I want to ask a question about AI in graphic designing. Can I go on?
Okay, please, you have the
Yes.
floor.
Okay, all right, thank you, man. So, nowadays people use AI to do graphic designing. So, I want to ask
Mm.
that is it right using AI tools like ChatGPT and Nano Banana to be creating graphic design and thumbnails?
Okay. That's one. That's your question, right?
Yes, and also, ma'am, please can you give me can you throw more light on AI automation, because I didn't get that part of when you were talking on AI automation using Zapier and Make and Enit and to automate your workflows.
Okay. Thank you for the questions.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Um, you're welcome. So, talking about, in the world of AI is, oh, I don't know if you detected that, but I just went off. It's fine. Let there be light, right? So there's something about ethical approval with AI. It's something with ethical approval with AI. So there are guidelines to using AI. So right, and really that's not exactly within this it's not within the confines of what we're talking about, but basically the ethical use of AI indicates that you respect people's privacy. It entails that you manage your information properly, right? It entails that you have every document you create, whether videos or AI, you don't use them for people have copyright on their properties. People have intellectual they have intellectual rights on their properties, like their pictures, their videos. So it just entails the rational use of AI. Do you get? Because there is also the unethical use of AI, right? Do we get? So it just entails managing people's information and privacy in the right manner. Do we get? So you don't have a right to. I mean, if you are not a social media manager, if you are not a designer, if you're not a designer, you're not a video editor, and I see my content online. Of course, I can track it. And I probably can see the person. Do you get? So within the productive use of AI is also what we call the ethical use of AI, and whereby you use AI rationally within the confines of the intellectual properties you are granted. Do you get? And I'm sure that people who design also know about this. The fact that you have access to people's content doesn't mean you can just post it anyhow, especially without the person's permission and all of that. So, but if you are working with a company, let's say you work with a company, you work with an agency, you work with a firm, AI, like we mentioned, is not supposed to steal statistics part. Is supposed to be a tool for you to use to enhance your productivity and not the other way around. Do you get? So far you're using AI within the spectrum, then you're good to go. Right? So I want to get us the picture ready. I'm sending it to my PC. Just a minute, please. Don't go yet. And on AI automations, please, before I talk about AI automations, let me just get the picture ready. I have the second picture ready. I want to get us the original picture. The original picture. It's coming. Just a minute. Yes, I got the original picture ready. And I'm sending it to my PC. So, just a minute. Okay, so this is the first. Okay, let me see if I can split my screen. Well, this is the first picture. I'm trying to split my screen now. Okay, just a minute. Yes, so yes, okay. You would soon see this now. I'm about sharing my screen. Everybody, I hope you're active. And here we go. So this is the original picture. Can we all see the original picture? Like, this was designed by a graphics designer. Can we all see it?
Yes, we can.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
you
can.
can. Like an original picture designed by a graphic designer. And look at what AI did for me. Come in. Okay, that is not. I'm coming. I wish I was the way I could put it side by side. But I'm coming. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, don't mind me. Here we go. Can we see the second picture I created? Like, can you even pick the difference? And look at the text. The text is, some parts of the text is different. And it was AI that did everything. Like, I only supplied the prompts to AI. So this is the real picture. Like, can we see the real picture? The one about the academic symposium.
Yes.
And then see the second one. See what we have. The logo is not changing. The text the same. I mean, look at the intentionality, the accuracy and precision. Did you see that? And these pictures, AI put them, of course. So if you have the right prompt, you are good to go with your AI. That is it. If you have the right prompt, you are good to go with your AI. Right? And lastly, on AI automation. So AI automation basically is AI automation bypasses the stress of having to do many things yourself. Do you get? Like now, the example of the social media manager I used. If you're a social media manager, you're probably the one that oh, still sharing my screen. I did not know that. Okay, yeah. So you're probably the one that created the design, you created the carousel, you posted it. When people start responding, you have to comment again. Yakubu, don't kill yourself. Flourish with AI, right? That was on a lighter note. But what we are saying is that you can implement AI tools. So what, for example, make, and like I explained, AI helps you to automate repetitive tasks. Do we get? So you have to automate repetitive tasks. So like make now. I know you must have seen stuff like that on Instagram, whereby some people are like comment prompts, and I'll give you this. I'll send you this PDF guide. I'll send you the prompts we use. Have you seen things like that before?
Yes.
So it was done with AI automation tools like Make. Do we get? Zapier has to do more with email automation. If you have somebody who is into email, if you have somebody who is into marketing, yeah, you know, marketing has a lot of sales. Like there are a lot of sales funnels. There's email marketing part. There are lots of them, right? So you can automate the email marketing process. Do you get? I'm sure you received some emails. Did you receive emails from the Profitable Place today? Did you take notes?
Yes, you used to receive emails.
Yeah, so I mean, we automated some of those too. We automated them, right? You can also get that done. So, last but not the least, okay, so let me just tell us more automation tools. If it's for visual workflows, you can make use of Make. You can use Make, Make, or Zapier. If you have to do with browser automation, you can use Vardin. If you have to do with let's say you have to do with, this might be too complex, but like say something like autonomous multi-agent systems, you know, those are more tailored for agencies like organizations and firms, so they can use stuff like AutoGen and all of that. But I want us to pick one of these core competence, whether you are a freelancer, whether you're a video editor, whether you are a graphics designer, whether you're a UI UX designer. And I didn't mention coding, AI for coding. We did not talk about that because nobody indicated that. There's also the part of AI that you can use for coding. I tell you, there are apps. I think there is Lovely or Lovely. I think there is an app like that. I can't really remember. Or Lovable. You can use it to create apps in 2 seconds. You get, you know, there is what is called vibe coding. Like you don't have to be a software engineer before you can build some apps now because of AI. You get. So I want us to have this commitment at the back of our mind. I'm targeting 8. I want us to have this commitment at the back of our mind that for the next 30 days, you will get committed to mastering AI. You will choose a core competence, whether it is prompt engineering, whether it is for AI video creation, whether it's AI avatar, whether it's AI voice creation. I want you to pick one of these core competencies. Whether it is AI automation, I want you to pick one of these core competencies, and I want you to commit into knowing it. Not just knowing it, knowing the nitty and gritty part of it. Do we get it? Are we ready to do that?
Yes,
Are we ready to do that? So to my big six, Ademola Oyinloye, AY Ajayi, Uto Michael, Solomon, Samuel Olayinka, Ejidare, Oluwafikolami, thank you so much for having me on this class. Thank you for having me on the call, and thank you for being attentive in class. Thank you for not leaving. Thank you for staying all through. And this is where we draw the curtains. There's a literal curtain beside me, but I'm not going to draw it. Any other questions? Any other comments? I hope I answered our questions satisfactorily.
From here, yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So by tomorrow morning, I will drop prompts that are tailored towards. I want to confirm again that we have a video editor in class. We have a graphics designer in class. We also have I think that's all. Am I missing anybody? So I can know the kind of prompts to send, the kind of templates to send. Who else do we have in class?
UI UX designer.
A UI UX design. So we have UI UX. What?
Web designer.
Okay, so a web designer. Oh, good. A web designer, a UI UX designer, a video editor, and a graphics designer. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll send in the prompts promptly. See you in class next week. Bye. Have a joyful weekend.
Good night.